Soraya Hamilton.
Emmy Weideman.
Bailey Ferryman.
Heather Weideman.
Deb Christensen.
My name is Haley Weideman, and I am doing my speech, the informative speech, on the traditions of Nebraska football. Imagine walking into one of the biggest stadiums in college football and hearing the screams of 80,000 plus people yelling Husker Power and Go Big Red. That is a sight that will give you the chills. When you make your way into Memorial Stadium, also known as the Sea of Red, which is located in the heartland of Lincoln, you are greeted with the announcer stating, "It's football Saturday here at Memorial Stadium, and there is no place like Nebraska." Husker fans are known for their loyalty and kind words towards the opposing teams. Nebraska football holds traditions that are unlike any other school. From the tunnel walk to the red helium balloons and even the food served at Memorial Stadium. Cornhusker fans love attending the games on Saturdays and seeing all the traditions that make up Nebraska football. Traditions, loyalty, and kindness are just some of the many reasons why Husker fans are known as the greatest fans in college football. It's no secret that Husker fans are some of the most loyal fans in the country. For starters, the sellout streak at Memorial Stadium is the longest in college football history. Memorial Stadium has a streak of 372 consecutive sellout games, which dates all the way back to 1962. That information can be found at dataomaha.com. The streak continues to grow every single year. The highest attendance record was 91,585 in September of 2014 when Nebraska played Miami. Even with some of the worst records, Nebraska fans still continue to keep the sellout streak alive. For example, in 2018, the Huskers went 4-8 under first-year head coach Scott Frost. Of course, every home game that year sold out. Terrible weather doesn't keep fans from making their way to Lincoln to cheer on the team. In 2018, Nebraska played Michigan State, and it was 23 degrees at kickoff. Throughout the game, it began to snow, which made it even colder. The Sea of Red stayed in place to cheer on and eventually congratulate the Huskers, who won 9-6. The lyrics to one of the marching band songs, "Dear Old Nebraska You," could not be more true when it says, "We'll all stick together in all kinds of weather for dear old Nebraska you." Nebraska's sellout streak is one of the most popular traditions they have. Even with losing records and freezing weather, the loyal Husker fans still continue to show up. Some of the most entertaining traditions come before the game even starts. The Unity Walk, pregame spectacular, and the tunnel walk all happen before the game to get the fans ready to go. The University of Nebraska Marching Band plays a huge role in the football game day experience. Fans can get a close-up look of the football team 2.5 hours before kickoff during the Unity Walk. During the Unity Walk, the marching band, spirit squad, and fans all line the east side of the stadium. The band plays the school's fight songs while the players walk through the lined parking lot as the fans cheer them on. This is a fun opportunity for both the fans and the players to get hyped up and ready for the game. The players then enter the stadium to warm up while the fans go back to tailgating. Before the big game, fans are entertained by the Cornhusker Marching Band, also known as the Pride of All Nebraska. The band puts on what is known as the pregame spectacular, which consists of the songs Hail Varsity, There is No Place Like Nebraska, March of the Cornhuskers, Mr. Touchdown USA, and they even perform the opposing team's fight song. The pregame spectacular leads up to the infamous tunnel walk. The band and spirit squad line the field and wait for the players to come running out. Huskers.com states that the Nebraska tunnel walk tradition started in 1994. It begins by playing a video showing highlights of Nebraska football, and then the sky is illuminated with fireworks and smoke. The west side of the stadium shouts Husker, while the east side follows by shouting Power. The stadium is then filled with the sounds of the song Sirius by the Alan Parsons Project, also known as the Tunnel Walk song. As the fans clap along, the players make their way out of the locker room and touch the lucky horseshoe. They then storm out of the gates onto the field as the crowd erupts with cheers and screams. All of the pregame entertainment is enough to get the Husker fans ready to go, but there's even more fun during the game. The black shirts, red balloons, and the food are all fan favorites. All of these together make for the perfect football game day. The traditions that take place during the game keep it fun, even if the score for Nebraska isn't what the fans want it to be. One of the most popular traditions are the red helium balloons. All around the stadium, you can find workers passing out red balloons that you take into the stadium with you. When Nebraska scores their first points of the game, all 80,000 plus Husker fans let their balloons go. This fills the entire sky with red as the fireworks go off again and the band plays Hail Varsity to signal that the Nebraska Cornhuskers have scored. Nebraska's defense, known as the Black Shirts, are very well known among college football. This tradition started in 1964 to help distinguish the first string defense players from the second string and reserve players. Every year, black jerseys are awarded to the players who will be starting for the defense. This tradition makes the players work harder in practice because it is a huge honor to receive a black shirt. The Boneyard, which is the student section, and it is named after the Black Shirts. When the defense makes a huge play, you take your arms and make an X, which is known as throwing the bones. This simple motion gets everyone in the stadium pumped up and motivates the defense to keep up the energy and complete the next play. As you sit or walk throughout the stadium, you will smell the mouth-watering Runzas and Valentino's pizza. These are two of the most common food items sold during game day. The Runzas and Valentino's pizza seem to be the official food of Nebraska football. Other common foods that are hard to pass up are the red hot dogs, popcorn, and giant souvenir pop cups. It's hard to attend a Husker game and not purchase at least one of these delicious food items. Almost everyone in Nebraska pairs the pizza, Runzas, and red hot dogs with Husker football. As you can tell, there are many different traditions at Nebraska that fans love to see continue throughout the years. With the longest sellout streak in college football history, this will continue to draw fans to the stadium every year. All of these traditions come together to make the perfect college game day experience. From the entertainment from the marching band and tunnel walk, throwing the bones with the players and 80,000 other fans, to enjoying some of the best food Nebraska has to offer. With all of these traditions that are likely to continue for years to come, this just proves that Huskers are the greatest fans in college football and that there really is no place like Nebraska.